Hey friends, welcome to my Heidi Sonboul home channel. You are getting me fresh-faced late at night. I have been doing something new here in my home late at night when everyone has gone to bed. I have been trying to reset for the next day. This whole homeschool thing has been one of the craziest experiences. I've actually homeschooled my kids in the past, years ago when we used to live in California. But I think everyone was caught off guard by all of the stuff that's been going on. So what I like to do is I like to use this time at night when everyone has gone to bed to try to reset for the next day. So that way when I wake up, I feel super productive, my house is clean, and I actually want to go and work out and just try to be motivated first thing out the gate in the morning. Because listen y'all, I don't know about you, but teenagers and toddlers take advantage of you not being on your game first thing in the morning. So I'm gonna just be cleaning my office, my living room, my kitchen, and just resetting. So let's get our motivation going. However you're resetting for the next day, I hope that you feel motivated from this video. We purchased this sofa about 3 months ago, and what's interesting is that I keep finding crumbs inside the cushions. Why is it interesting? Well, because there is a strict rule that no one is allowed to eat on this sofa. The kitchen is just a few steps away, and so we're really strict about it. So I'm gonna have to play mom detective over this next few days to figure out who it is that's doing it. I have a feeling it's my little lady who's doing it, little Miriam, but it's hard to know because sometimes I'm out of the room and I'm doing other things and somehow these crumbs are getting there. Do you all have this rule in your home where you're not allowed to eat on your sofa just to try to keep it nice and from it getting food and things on it? I've got to figure out who it is because I just don't want it to get ruined, and I really love this sofa. I got it from Costco and it was such a great deal because we picked it up in store versus having to ship it online. One of the other things I like to do is I put this back blanket right there on that part of the couch because our pup loves to lay over the back of the couch and look out the window. That's the window out to the street, and she just loves laying there. And sometimes I've noticed that her chest, maybe from being outside, gets it dirty, so I just lay that there just to keep it tidier. I'm also making sure that I vacuum all the other chairs that are in the room. And again, I was amazed by how many crumbs, because I vacuum this every week. Why are there so many crumbs? People are eating in here. I just know it. I'm gonna have to be a detective, like I said. Today I'm teaming up with these three beautiful YouTube friends who also have cleaning home channels. They are such an inspiration, and each one of us want to give you 10 minutes, a little bit over 10 minutes of cleaning motivation, because we know how not normal life is right now. For me personally, I have a lot of little people at home, and well, I guess one little person and teenagers and my husband, and it has been so tricky trying to keep our living space clean and tidy. Usually everybody goes off to their places and it's just me and my daughter at home, and we keep the living space areas really clean during the daytime, and it just feels like I'm forever picking up pillows off of the floor and just tidying things. And so we wanted to give you all some motivation. There is a playlist that is linked down below in the description box so that you can go and check out their videos as well. Each one of us, like I said, are doing about 10 minutes, maybe a little bit over, to just get you going and get you motivated and take advantage of this time to clean, declutter. I promise your life will feel more normal with having a clean environment versus just letting things pile up and have that on top of everybody being at home and feeling frustrated not being able to really go out that much. All of these bins that you see here, me pushing and organizing behind the couch, they're actually things that I need to organize inside of our new cabinets when I did our room makeover for the office. I just have not had a chance to do it yet, and so that's coming really soon where all of these things are going to be organized. But for now, I'm putting them here because friends, I'm not going to stress myself out with this project. It can be something that I do over a weekend and just get to it eventually. One of the things that I'm doing in our home right now with all of us homeschooling, I have decided to put a long 6-foot table that is collapsible, and we take it down on Fridays and put it back up on Mondays, and this chair goes back and forth between its resting place in the office to over in this corner in the front room. And it's just so that my boys have a place that feels like school, so they can sit down and have that structure, because it's so hard to do homeschool when they're all sitting at the kitchen table, and that's where we cook and eat and clean. And I've decided that this is the best setup for us right now. Plus, when I'm sitting at my desk working on a video or answering your comments and responding, I can keep an eye on what they're doing on their Chromebooks and make sure that they are doing what they're supposed to be doing. One of the things we were planning on doing to our kitchen right before this whole thing started happening was replace the linoleum flooring. We were getting ready to do that flooring and also put some more carpet in a couple other rooms in the house. But life took place with all of this new normal that we're dealing with, and homeschooling our kids and people losing their jobs and just all the change. I'm going to be transparent. I'm going to be an open book with all of you that just this last week we found out that my husband, who'd worked at his job for 20 years, got laid off because of all of this craziness. Friends, we never thought in a million years that was going to happen, because my husband is a really great employee and he loved his job and his job loved him, and they just needed to do cutbacks because it was a necessity for the company. There were a lot of people that got let go, and he just happened to be one of them. Thankfully, we have a really great savings account. We also live within our means and try really hard to never overspend on certain things, and we're going to get a severance package that's coming. But I just want you all to know I'm sharing this super personal thing with you because, friends, everybody is going through it. Everybody. Like I said, we thought this was the company my husband would retire with someday, and it just doesn't seem like that's an option anymore. And the company did say that when things go back to normal and things settle down, that he can come back and potentially still work there. But right now they just had to lessen the load that the company was experiencing, and it's just rough. It's rough. So now we have to figure out what we're going to do, and you're going to see me posting a lot more videos here on my channel to try to help bring in that extra income. And I'm so grateful to be able to have, this channel and my DIY channel. I'll link the DIY channel down below if you haven't heard that I have a DIY channel. But I'm so grateful that I have this income to be able to help provide where maybe we'll fall short because of who knows how long it's going to take for him to find another job, because so many people are without jobs right now. Oh, friends, this whole thing is it just makes my stomach hurt so bad. And I pray every night that this will end soon, and that God will just continue to watch over all of us. At this point, I have cleaned the office and the living room, and I just worked my way over to the kitchen. You saw some rust there on the sink because I've been collecting cans. I'm getting ready to do a DIY with cans over on my crafting channel, and they were obviously sitting there for a couple days too long that it created that, but thankfully it all came up with, you know, my Comet cleaner that I love and I use all the time in my home. So now I'm just tidying up the last little bit of the kitchen. I don't know about all of you, but I love waking up the next morning, especially with everybody being home all day long. I love waking up to a kitchen being clean, so when we start with breakfast, it is ready to go and we're not struggling with finding any clean dishes to feed people. I feel like breakfast, well, I'm not a big fan of eating breakfast myself. I feel like with my kids, breakfast is like that thing that if I don't get that under control right out the gate first thing in the morning with us starting homeschool, oh man, they can be super moody and grumpy, and so I like to make sure that breakfast is ready to be served and had. And we keep a big cereal jar in the counter, and every day we're kind of alternating back and forth. One day we do oatmeal, one day we do cereal, one day we'll do waffles, just to keep it interesting because, well, there's not really anything exciting going on in our home other than homeschooling and organizing, cleaning, me working on YouTube, my husband now looking for potential new employment. So, like I said, weird times, friends, weird times that we're living in. I hope you all found some motivation from this video today. It was a real quick clean with me just to get you started and get you motivated and help you get on a schedule that works best for your family. I hope and pray and have faith that everything will settle down, and you know, whether or not people are catching it that you know or not catching it, just that in general we'll all do our part and be cautious with the things that we're doing with our own footprint in our communities. I personally went out to the store a week ago and I wore my gloves and my mask because I just had to go get some groceries. And while we have a really great food storage that's down in our basement, I just needed some things, and I was really proud of my community. I saw so many people wearing their face masks and their gloves trying to prevent it, and it made me feel not necessarily fully secure, but just faith that this is going to get better and we'll get to be able to enjoy our summer that's coming, because I love summer and I will be so sad that, you know, our city pools are not going to open up, and just those things that my kids look forward to every year. All right, friends, don't forget to check out that playlist that is linked down below with the other girls. Thanks so much for stopping by and being my friend today. I hope you found some motivation in this video. And until the next one, bye, homegirls.